It's that time in the show we call it Around the Movie Block with The Rock. For his movie review, I give you Rocco Pasafube.
Thank you very much, Howie. The movie I have for you this week is actually a Netflix original. It is called Spencer Confidential. It is directed by Peter Berg, and it stars Mark Wahlberg and Winston Duke. It deals with Spencer, played by Wahlberg, who is an ex-cop and an ex-con, who teams up with aspiring fighter Hawk, played by Duke, to uncover a sinister conspiracy tied to the death of 2 police officers. I picked this movie for a particular reason. One, it's from Boston. Howie here is from Boston, so it's a good representation.
That's why it's good, great. If it's made in Boston, it's got to be great, Rock.
Yeah, definitely. Plus, Mark Wahlberg's the star.
From Boston.
Naturally. And plus, it's a subject that, type of movie that Howie loves particularly, which is like crime dramas. Can't go wrong there. But the thing with this movie is, the thing with Netflix is it's really become a major player in movies now. It's become what I would say the mini major studios had been a couple years ago. We've seen a bunch of movies over the years, and many of the movies we've seen together tend to be from mini majors, from ones like STX and similar ones of that type. The problem is now is that many of those movies don't seem to do that well in the theaters. Nobody wants to go to see a movie in the theaters anymore, like at least that type of movie. So now Netflix and the streaming services get them. Netflix has become that sort of hub for all those types of movies, basically. That kind of good old, kind of straight up, middle budget type of entertainment that we just don't see it very much in the movies anymore, in the theaters. With this movie, yes, you have major star power in Mark Wahlberg. You have a director, Peter Berg, who has done big theatrical movies in the past, including one we had seen together called Patriots Day, which Berg and Wahlberg worked on together. But with this particular movie, because it's a more fictitious story, most of the movies that have been out the last couple of years have been based on true stories. This one isn't. This is based on a book. This particular movie, unfortunately, the problem with this movie is not that so much you don't get that good old kind of entertainment value. Wahlberg still has a considerable amount of star power at his age, being that he's in his, late 40s now. He definitely still commands a good amount of star power. But the thing with this is the characters in this movie does not do him any favors. It also doesn't do favors for Winston Duke, who's his co-star, and also for Alan Arkin. Alan Arkin's a major supporting actor in this movie. Alan Arkin has done a big show on Netflix called The Kominsky Method. But I think for all of that, these actors, these tremendous actors, the characters in this movie don't really do them very much justice as actors. It seems like it's these kind of stock characters that we see in these types of movies before. In all the buddy cop dramas, we've seen so many buddy cop dramas in the last couple of decades, from 48 Hours to Rush Hour. It's just a lot of it that you can kind of tell right off the bat what's going to happen in this movie, unfortunately. Particularly with the best crime drama in the last couple of years would probably be Ben Affleck's big directorial movie, The Town. So I think with all these movies casting a long shadow alongside Spencer Confidential, there's just not much going for this particular movie, even with the great actors that are in this. The great cast is how we would like to always say when it comes to what attracts him to a really great movie. And yes, this does have a great cast, but I feel the way the story plays out, it is so predictable and it's so cribbed, obviously, from much better movies that it's just not much that's going to really hold your interest. Yes, there's some good entertainment. Yes, you'll enjoy it maybe like in the moment, but there's not much that's going to really make this beyond just kind of a passing fancy. In a sense, that makes it good for Netflix, because Netflix is mostly a TV hub. So you have that, and then you have an outlet where movies, this kind of disposable entertainment works. But if you're looking for something of a greater substance, you're not going to find that, unfortunately, with this. I think it's a decent kind of offering. You'll be able to enjoy it on a kind of, in today, kind of gone tomorrow kind of thing. But it's really not much that's going to really hold you beyond just the star power of Mark Wahlberg and his co-stars, and some fairly decent entertainment from the people involved. So I have to give Spencer Confidential 2 out of 5 stars. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Rocco. And next week, Rocco is going to review another movie starring a famous Bostonian.
Yes.
Ben Affleck in The Way Back.
Yes,
so I'm
very
feeling
excited to see
is
that.
gonna
That'll be fun.
A much better movie.
Yes.
He
Thank
is
you.
Rocco Pasafumi, and that is Around the Movie Block.
With The Rock.
With The Rock. Thank you. Okay, wrapping up another show. It was great to have the one and only Benoit, who sang a couple of great songs with Irish heritage to honor St. Patrick's Day. That was great. We also did a nice interview with Benoit, and Benoit is the music king of Long Beach, and he talked about a lot of great things he's doing with the kids at Seaside Celebrations, and also talked about, once again, he's going to run Arts in the Plaza, which brings a lot of great music and great artists to Long Beach, which is fabulous. So, and there's always great things going on with Benoit. So it was a thrill to have Benoit sing and to talk to Benoit. We look forward to working with Benoit at doing these shows, having young artists come and perform as we approach spring and summer. We were blessed this year because we had a very mild summer. We also had Rocco did a movie review of a film in Boston with Mark Wahlberg. And we're more excited next week when Rocco does the movie with Ben Affleck. What's the movie called again?
The Way Back.
The Way Back. Should be good. It's about a basketball coach working with young kids. So looking forward to next week's review and the movie with another Boston boy, Ben Affleck. So, and everyone out there, again, we have Governor Cuomo instituted a state of emergency with the coronavirus. So folks, don't take this lightly. Be safe. Wash your hands for a good 20 to 30 seconds. Sanitize your hands. If you're working in an office, bring disinfectant wipes and disinfect the area around you. Stay away from large crowds if you can. Avoid crowded buses and subways. And most importantly, do not shake hands with anyone. So these are certain things that we can all do. And also, get plenty of sleep and load your immune system up with vitamin C. Ever since I've been aware of this, have 1 orange in the morning, 1 orange at night. Put a lot of good vitamin C in your system. And all these things to keep you safe and healthy because we are, right now, there's 105 cases of the coronavirus in New York, and very few people have even been tested, so unfortunately we know it's going to go way up. So again, folks, do everything you can to stay safe around people you love and friends and family. So just be safe and follow these steps as much as you can. And with that, I got to wrap with this. My name is Halftime. I want to thank you for your time. Please join us next Sunday for edition of Halftime. But at this time, we're out of time. See you next Sunday.